If that's what it takes for us to get better, then let's hurry up and do it. But let's have solutions in place. Let's have leaders that can take us out of there. And that really is part of this work. This work was about how do we have an alternative. The early stages of this in pairing the convertible community piece was how do we prepare for this? It's going to happen. And it was the motto of South Carolina encapsulates it. It says, get your mind right and your resources ready. And if there's still breath, there's hope. And it's like, that's the message, you know? Part of finding solutions was we can't fix it unless we do it people. And you got to be able to deal with them in crisis.
Absolutely.
But it just makes sense for a community. Some water.
Yeah.
This is an application, not the motivation, but an application. Because my motivation was, let's just rewrite how we think life should be. How should community work? And let's go with that. The implications or the ways that we can apply this are...
She got some in the fridge that's open.
Oh, she does?
What's that?
Water.
It don't matter if you want to open it.
Okay.
Probably not. I probably don't.
I remember thinking about
In there, upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, upstairs.
Confusing, man.
No worries. So this was designed to work in these kind of times. But it was also about what do we need to be able to get through and to something better. And that's really what the work is. Being able to have conversations about what you see based on values, especially the traumatizing stuff. Being able to process and sort it out and heal from it, because some things you can't control. Other people, no control over.
No control.
Things are happening that we don't have control over. It is going to traumatize us. How do we not let that weigh us down as we're moving to the new paradigm? You know? And that really is the work. All right, check in. We are about halfway. We're at the 1 week mark.
Yeah, day 7.
We're almost getting to the end of our step 1. Check in. First, how are you feeling? Tell me the feelings that are swirling for you.
I feel light.
Light?
Rested.
Rested.
Yes.
Pleasant.
Pleasant. Optimistic. Okay. Anything else?
Not right now.
Okay.
I have something else to do.
How about you, Daddy?
Yes, I feel very rested. I feel healing.
Okay.
I feel
With an ing, like something's happening in motion.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
physically and emotionally, mentally.
Okay.
Yes. I feel very optimistic. I feel anxious, ready to move forward.
Anxious. Okay.
Good anxiety.
Is there such a thing?
Give me another word. What other word would describe that? What's the word for good anxiety? Excitement.
Excitement. Okay.
That might be a word for good anxiety.
Eager.
Eagerness.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Eagerness. Yes.
Okay. Anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Is on the other side of me.
Right.
That's the nuances in words. What's the word for this thing I'm trying to explain?
Right.
So eagerness, excitement.
I feel hopeful.
Hopeful.
I feel grateful. I feel aware.
Give me a word. Where could be, but give me another word, because you had the look of like that ain't it.
Thoughtfulness, like I'm thinking about the
Reflective,
process all the time.
Thoughtful,
okay.
Thoughtful, reflective. Reflective might be that state of pondering stuff. Maybe.
And that was definitely yesterday. Just reflective.
Okay.
Yeah. I find my mind going to the facts. I do. And so I feel satisfaction in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Starting to get it. It's starting to click of like, wait a minute, let me go here first.
I'm like just pausing and asking myself, what's the facts?
Are you getting a different input when you ask those questions? A different ball of stuff for you to think about when you ask those questions, different from where you've seen your thoughts go in the past.
Absolutely.
Tell me about that.
So, I was having a conversation yesterday after I had made myself pause and think about the facts. Before I made myself pause and think about the facts, I was making up all kinds of shit.
Just making it up.
What? How do you do that?
Making it up, and then so I'm sitting in. I'm
Before you had all of the facts of the situation. So you're making up some scenario without having the facts. Okay, I just want to put that part in there. Okay, that's the commentary on what I've been saying. Okay, and?
Yep, and so then I was like, what are the facts? Like, that's not a fact. That's something I thought about a particular fact. But then I got all
something
the
I thought about a fact, which means it isn't the fact. It's my commentary or my analysis.
It was the fluff. I started with the fluff. I started creating this whole story.
I did too. I had one of those yesterday. Yeah.
Created this whole story, and then when you got back to the facts, what was it that brought you back? Because you were, I'm reaching for my drugs. Oh, wait a minute. What recentered you? How'd that play out?
Just that mindfulness. Like, wait, hold up. You creating this story.
But you didn't have to call LaRahna?
No, I didn't have to call LaRahna.
Oh.
In my mind, I probably did. What would LaRahna say? That is not a fact, Diamond. Yeah, so I recentered myself just based on the fact. And when I had the subsequent conversation, I think it went differently than it would have gone had I stuck with my created story.
Oh, well, no doubt.
Yeah, it would have went very, very differently, and not on a positive note. So, yes, I was.
Because if we go for ego, usually it ignites it in somebody else, or it has the potential.
Right. Yep. So
if I know I'm reaching from my ego stuff, and I lead with that,
right?
I know gas builds a fire. If I hit anything in their ego array, let's go. Especially if they aren't working on their stuff. How does addiction work? I reach for what I know.
Whatever's
and
gonna protect
that's
me.
when I picked up the ball of yarn. Because I was like, calm your mind. Like, get your mind out of this created story that you're having with yourself.
Also, you found other ways to
I did.
divert that energy.
I did.
Instead of putting that energy into places that build boulders in your life.